No limit, baby. No limit. No limit. Give everybody a few minutes to come on into the room. What's going on? Just waiting for my co-host to get in here real quick one time. And then we'll be ready to get this thing popping. What up, everybody? What up? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody in 2019, dig. Just waiting on my co-host to pull up. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? How's everybody doing on this beautiful Sunday evening? Broadcasting live from St. Louis, Missouri on my end, anyway. Stand by, y'all. Stand by. Having some technical difficulty. Becca's having problems getting her video to come up. The only person we waiting on. Stand by. Sorry, we should have been live about 6 minutes ago. Hold tight.
It's working. Can you hear me? Oh my gosh, so annoying.
Okay. So after hiatus and trying to get this technologies to work. When's the last time we went live, Becky? October sometime? Before,
Was it October? I feel like it was long. It's been longer than that.
I think it's about October, about around the time of the holiday season.
Holiday.
Y'all call it holidays, but it's holiday seasons. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Everything that black folk do. Come to the store and shop at the last minute. My God.
Stupid.
Man. Thanksgiving was beast. Wasn't as bad as Christmas.
What happened with Christmas?
Christmas was cool because we ain't work Christmas. So the whole week coming up to Christmas, it wasn't too bad. But Thanksgiving, all the way up on to the day of Thanksgiving, bro, you see why black people have the problems that we have because we do everything last minute. And because we do everything last minute, we want to get mad at everybody else because we don't have that you want, but you're shopping last minute. It's not like Thanksgiving, same time, same every year. You did what I'm saying? It's not like the same time. Go live on the Facebook. Yeah, Nick, what's going on with you, homie?
Nothing, man. I got the beef stew in the kitchen brewing for a good 10 hours. I agree with people shopping late, last minute. Holiday season definitely brings out the worst in people. Considering the industry that I work in, that's almost worse than face to face.
Face to face, that much I assure you.
I will tell you this: I didn't buy. I think I only bought one person something for Christmas. No, that's a lie. I didn't buy anybody anything for Christmas. No.
You ain't buy me nothing for Christmas.
I didn't buy nobody anything for Christmas, not even myself.
You mean to tell me that you did not treat yourself for Jesus' birthday?
Shut up. Don't be a jerk.
I'm just asking. Hey, Jesus was born on the 25th. I don't know how true that is.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, last time I checked, I don't remember the Bible giving us a specific date on Jesus' birth. Now, I could
anytime I've ever asked a pastor that question, they say, well, we know Jesus wasn't born on December 25th. However, that's the day that the world chooses to celebrate. So that's the day that they choose to celebrate his birthday.
So we know not when he was born, yet we decide to celebrate the birth of Jesus the Christ on December the 25th. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And why do we celebrate Jesus' birthday on the 25th? Like, have you even seen Jesus? I'm just wondering. I've never met the guy. Maybe you could help me out with that.
I have never seen Jesus.
I've never seen Jesus either. Now, if there was a Jesus, according to the good book of the Holy Scriptures, Jesus was a man with wool hair and skin like burnt brass or bronze, whatever. It doesn't matter. But you see where I'm going with this. So if there was a Jesus, he would be a Negro.
Not black, but Negro.
Black, Negro, African, they all come out through that region. I mean, wasn't that Moses that killed that Egyptian? Well, if Moses was living in Egypt and he killed an Egyptian, stand to reason that Moses would be black. Correct.
Well, according to Jane, can't think of her last name, but you know the white
Jane
lady.
Elliott.
There you go. She said white people are just faded black people.
Okay.
She said because her people just live. Is it closer to the equator or further away? I think it's closer to the equator.
Further away.
She said they are just faded black people.
I don't necessarily say that. Although you can have an albino child with two black people, but you can't have a black child with two white people. So it's entirely possible. I like your hair, by the way.
Thank you.
Not entirely sure where they come from here, and we got to deal with them. But yeah, Jesus is black. Ronald Reagan is the devil, and the government is lying to you about
everything.
Everything. How was your 2018 year? Just give us a recap. How did your 2018 go?
Well, 2018 has been 2018 was a challenge. Not just with personal life, but as far as like work life as well. My books are out, so that's good.
What books?
Spiritual Betrayal 1 and 2, which is part of the Running Away from God series. The last one was just released this year. Supposed to be done last year, but whatever. Was just released this year, so those are done. And the spinoff series are coming. Besides the books getting done, man, I had to really reflect on who I really give a crap about in 2018. Going forward to 2019. A lot of the stuff that people really worried and focused about, I just could care less. A lot of the stuff that I worried about, I could care less. I will say 2018 taught me to go harder on the establishment, so to speak, for 2019. Like I've always been outspoken. I was outspoken in 2018, but it's more so now than I was last year. Like I'm just not for the BS. 2018 taught me a lot about myself and what I want to do and what my focal points will be for 2019. And 2018 taught me that I need to take a vacation because I spent so much time working and running and ripping and doing this and that. I have not been anywhere. I have not seen anybody that I really wanted to see. And I plan on doing all of that for myself in 2019. So.
But you did see Corey Holcomb. Is that correct?
Did see Corey Holcomb last year, and it's going to piss me off because I can't see him this year.
Aha!
Come to Kansas, and I don't know if he's going to be here.
51, 50 homes.
Man,
And
that
I'm seeing
dude.
my guy when he come to St. Louis, and I'm taking somebody. I don't know who it is yet, but me and somebody, preferably of the female persuasion, is going
Mhm.
to see Corey Holcomb. Now, continue.
I think that'd be dope if you and old girl go. I am interested in seeing her opinion. I am interested in seeing her,
Yeah,
like, hearing her
I
opinion.
said somebody. I didn't say oh yeah. I said somebody.
I'm saying whoever you take, I am interested in hearing their opinion of his jokes and that
Oh,
shirt you plan on wearing.
oh. Yeah, that shirt pisses off a lot of
A
people.
lot of people.
A lot of people. It mainly be the black people that be mad. Like, white people look at it, they just okay. Us folk,
Mhm.
the Negros,
Negros.
the Negros,
Inuit.
we love us some white Jesus. Florida Evans, white Jesus on the wall. I bet you going to almost any black church in America, and you're going to see a white Jesus behind the pulpit or somewhere in that church.
Mm.
I have no problem necessarily if you believe that Jesus is white. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. If you're white, your Jesus should be white. If you Asian,
Mhm.
it should be Asian. Even though, the Bible said nigga black. But if you are white, your savior or whoever it is that you look up to should reflect those who look like you in your community. So if you want to paint him out to be whatever it is, as long as you keep that narrative to yourself, that's fine with me. Just
Mhm.
put that narrative on me. Because then people start getting their feelings hurt when I, start going into the history and the timelines and, starting to really delve into who Jesus is and where he comes from, but that's beside the point. That's another story here and there.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah,
Mhm.
people be mad about that shirt. But anyways,
I'm sure.
oh yeah, I had this bank teller straight gave me back my business card.
You didn't tell me about that.
I did tell you about that. You just forgot.
I don't know, man. You said they gave you back the business card?
Yes. So what it was, I went into one of the local banks in St. Louis, who shall not be named. I walked to the bank. I'm finna open me up a business account, right?
Mhm.
I mean, it's my off day, and just decided to wear the Jesus shirt or whatever. And the lady's like, "Oh, what are you here for?" Woo, 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 woo. Black lady.
Mhm.
I'm here to open up a business account. This, then the third. I only had like $50 on me. It's, oh,
Mhm.
it's $100 minimum to open up a business account. Woo, woo, woo. I was like, okay. I didn't realize that. She's like, basically like, oh, what do you do to stay in the third? Okay, I'm the owner of more lawns, cut grass, landscape. Oh, I've been looking for a landscaper. Woo, woo. Her like, Jesus, mom is a side chick.
Mm.
Yeah. It's like, well, Jesus' mom was married to Joseph, and I'm like, look, lady, it's a joke. It's a,
Mhm.
not everything is meant to be taken so seriously. Yeah, I bang on Christians. Yeah, I bang on Christians, man.
Yes, you do. You bang on them
Bang on
hard.
Christians. I bang on Christians hard, but that's because,
Mhm.
man, they're real hypocritical. I bang on Christians more so than Muslims because Christians are real hypocritical.
Mhm.
Super hypocritical. I love my Christian brothers and sisters. I do. I really do. But one of the things that happened to me in 2018, so I was having a conversation with friend of a friend on Facebook, and the subject of systematic racism came up,
Mhm.
and it's like, okay, here's your systematic oppression, systematic racism, this, that, and the third. So you're afraid of this system, like, oh well, we can't never move up in this system, we can't do this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up. You're a Christian? Well, yeah, I'm a Christian. Don't your book, I'm sorry to use proper English. Doesn't your book, your holy book, doesn't your holy book say that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me?
That is true.
Well, yeah, that's what it says. Okay, you picked out a little verse in the Bible, but now mind you, dude did not know that I am halfway decently versed in um Bible education. So I say, doesn't your book say that no weapon formed against me shall prosper? That's what it says in your book. I never said that I subscribe to everything that's in the Bible, but that's your book. That's what you subscribe to. That's your ideology as a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. If that's your ideology, then why don't you believe what it says in the book? If this is your God and your God part the Red Sea and defeated the Egyptians and gave you the cloud by day and the fire by night, and the nigga spoke to the rock and water came out and he delivered the Israelites and brought them into the land of Canaan. This is your God that you claim these stories is true. But when I use your logic according to your holy book, how you should act when it comes to systematic oppression, all of a sudden, well, brother, I don't think that's what that's talking about, brother. What?
Mm.
Your book says that. So you're telling me that your God is lesser than the system of white supremacy. That's what you're telling me.
Wow.
Oh, I ended up getting deleted by the friend who was a friend and I was commenting on the post, but I was just going back and forth. Yeah, you don't know the Bible. That ain't your book. I didn't never say I didn't know the Bible. I'm asking you what your beliefs are. I know what my beliefs are. I'm a stand on it. But your holy book, this is your holy book that you subscribe to. This is why I bang so hard on these Christians. Because they full of it. So you don't think that your God can deliver you from this racist system. You don't believe that. So what you going to church for? You a hypocrite. That's why people hate Corey Holcomb so bad, because he always talking about them church folk, especially them church gear. I know, man, if I want to go sleep with me again real quick, all I got to do is drop a couple dollars in the collection plate. Then I know she coming home with me.
Mm.
She want to get mad at me because I called you out about your belief system. That's why I bang on Christians. Then they be like, well, the color of Jesus doesn't matter. The color of God doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter, why was the image of white Jesus placed in front of your eyes for the past 400 years? Like I said, your Jesus should reflect who you look like. If you Asian, your Jesus should be Asian. That's cool with me. If you black, your Jesus should be black. But if that's the way you feel, stand on it. Last time I checked, there's a verse in the Bible that says, do not worry about what you will eat or what you will wear.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the birds of the field, look at the birds of the air, looks of the field. Are you not of more value than they? That's your book. The first three words say what? Do not and worry. Your first three words in that verse say, do not worry.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't stand on your beliefs when it comes down time for you to have to make a sacrifice. It's cool when you see the thing about America, we have freedom of religion for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Go to a church, a mosque, a holy place in America, and you, for the most part, are free from religious persecution. You can't say that for other countries.
True.
You go to a predominantly Muslim country, do you really think they're gonna let you keep your Christianity like that, like openly practice it? That's when you really,
get killed.
huh?
You'll get killed.
You would get killed, but you're supposed to stand on what it is that you believe in. This is what you subscribe to. This is your ideology. This is your book. That's your God. Your God delivered the Israelites. How come he can't deliver you? Well, brother, it ain't the same. Okay, so what you're telling me is you don't believe anything that you so-called study.
Mm.
You don't believe it. If you did, you would stand on it. I typically do not date skinny gals. They cool. I'm not a nice looking skinny gals. But people be like, man, what's wrong with skinny gals? What's wrong with light skinned gals? Ain't nothing wrong with them. If that's for you.
It's a preference.
Gals, light skinned gals, not really for me. Not saying I wouldn't mess with one, but overall, I stand on my beliefs. This is what I believe. I like dark skinned women who thick from head to toe. That's what I like. I like meat and potatoes when I mess with females.
A little bit of gravy.
A little bit. Salt Bay action. Yeah. Stand on who it is that you are. Stand on your belief system.
I agree.
That's why I beg on Christians. And then, you know, most Christians, they really play church. They really play church, man. Most Christians not really about that life. And
what do you mean, like as far as like helping in the community and things of that nature?
Exactly. You not. You play church. You play church. You playing. You're not even about what Jesus was talking about. Jesus came down to destroy the church. Jesus was with them thugs, them niggas. Read the book. Jesus was with them gangbangers, what you would call today gangbangers, dope dealers, hoes, hookers, pimps, all the dark side of society.
Yeah, he wasn't afraid to go out into the streets.
Jesus was with them people all the time.
Yep.
That's his calling. His calling was to get out of this temple. I come to destroy the temple. Get out of this temple. Get in these streets. Help these people. That's what I can say about the NOI. At least the NOI helps the community. At least the NOI takes brothers in off of the street and works with them and educates them. And next thing you know, these brothers to turn their life around.
True.
How come Christians ain't doing that? That's what Jesus do. But this is just things that I experienced with certain people in 2018. Like, you really don't believe in what it is that you say you believe. It is what it is.
Or you believe it for what's good for you at the time. What's convenient for you at the time. You believe it long enough until you actually got to do some work. Is that what you think?
You know what? It's funny you say that, Rebecca. I don't know if you've ever seen Kingdom of Heaven. Good movie about like the Moors, call them Saracens, but basically like the Moors and the Christians fighting over the Holy Land of Jerusalem. And when there was like two sets of knights. There was like these holy Catholic Christian knights, and then there was these other like regular knights. So you had like the Holy Army, and then you had like the regular army. The Holy Army left because dude's like, well, if I can't take us over, then no, because matter of fact, dude was like, well, we finna go out in the desert, and then we gonna find dude, and we gonna kill him. And then there, what's the name? Orlando Bloom. Orlando Bloom was trying to tell dude, like, don't go into the desert, you'll die. Your armor's not set up for this type of environment. You don't have enough water. Like, you can't move this army away from water. So all them niggas got killed. All them niggas got killed. So only people was left was like basically like a few knights and a bunch of townspeople.
Mm-hmm.
And this one Catholic priest, when these niggas started attacking the walls and shit, dude was like, convert to Islam, repent later. Hold up.
Huh?
Yeah, for real. For real. That's what happened.
I'm like, huh?
Look up Kingdom of Heaven. It's a very good movie. It's kind of long, but it's a good movie. And the straight priest, the dude's supposed to be the backbone of the spiritual system, is like, convert to Islam, repent later.
Wow.
And I feel like that's what a lot of these Christians are, man. They wishy-washy. And if that ain't you, that's cool. I ain't talking about you.
But those of you
who feel the way, I'm talking about you. Hey, what else happened last year? Oh yeah, business went pretty good last year. Had a lot of downs, more so than I had ups.
That's how I be in business.
Broke down quite a few times over the summer.
Yeah, had to get old Betsy fixed.
Yeah, and I still ain't done getting her fixed, but at least I got some stuff. At least for the most part, it's cool. I'm at the point now where I really don't have to get too much fixed. So come this year, I'm gearing up, getting ready for spring, making major moves.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I won't have to really invest nothing in the truck. Like all of the major fixes done, so I should be able to roll majority of the year without having to do any major fixing. And I plan on buying me like a full size 3/4 ton truck. That way I can tow more, I can put a plow on and start doing snow, some other stuff. Even though St. Louis really don't get no snow like that. But second year of business was good, man. My first year of business, 2017, had some business partners, didn't work out.
Yeah.
But that's cool. 2018 was my year to do the business the way I know it needs to be ran. And I didn't have no problems. Did some good work, you know what I mean? And we gearing up this year, gonna have big boy equipment. You did what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I also feel like was what you call that? What you call them? Those coons, those those wazungus in black skin, them folk.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like 2018 was the year in which our race system is like, you know what, all of you buck dancing, soft shoeing Negroes, we don't need you anymore. Look who got fired. Jamel Hill got fired.
Yes, she did.
He was talking bad about black men. Who else got fired? Not Van Jones. Who that other dude? Mark Lamont Hill.
Yeah, he did.
Lamont Hill got fired. Good for him because he was talking real greasy about Francis Cress Wilson. Didn't appreciate that. Got asked. Who else was out here? Stephon Clark, he got killed. I hate to see a brother get killed, but hey, when you say that you don't want nothing black in your life but an Xbox, you deserve what you're gonna get. His brother, Stevante, got what he got coming to him. Do you love me, Sacramento? Do you love me? Out there flexing with that money that was supposed to be for your brother's family. He got him too. Oh, it was a whole lot of them. I think like Jamela Lemieux and a whole bunch of them folk, man. They just asked him, you gotta go. We don't need you. Steve Harvey. Steve, I don't give a damn about slavery. Harvey lost his job in 2018.
He lost his. I think he lost his show.
Yeah, he lost the show.
I think he's still doing like Family Feud, but like his talk show, he lost it.
Yeah, he got Family Feud, but as far as his talk show, they replaced him with a Caucasian woman.
They replaced him already? Didn't know that.
Well, it's in the works. I think he's still on TV. Because you got contracts and stuff you gotta abide by. So however long this contract runs out, they already got somebody to replace him. I'm pretty sure it's a Caucasian woman. Let me see. You had that Oscars fiasco with your boy,
Kevin Hart.
Even though bro homeboy apologized 10 years ago over some stuff.
As soon as he get ready to host the Oscars, the old tweets start coming out in the LGBTIQ something
XYZ
group.
community
Decided to say, hey, nigga, you ain't hosting them Oscars because this is what you said 25 years ago.
Oh, they don't care about that. They just want to make an example out of them. That's all it is. You don't think they weren't sitting on these tweets from long ago?
Oh, yeah, of course. For sure.
But yeah, Sarah Silverman and a lot of her people like her.
And the dead body built chick, what's her name? That was stealing everybody jokes. That was in all the movies and stealing everybody jokes.
That's
the white girl.
Amy Schumer.
Amy
Schumer.
The puppet face chick. Yeah. Say racist stuff too. Don't nobody say nothing. Chelsea Handler.
Right. Oh yeah. But the difference is they're Caucasian. You know, they don't have the things that they don't have to do or go through the hoops that we have to go through.
And see, when I brought this argument up with somebody at work, the comment they made to me was, well, Chris Rock got to host the Oscars. And Chris Rock say stuff all the time. What do you say to that?
Okay. Chris Rock also let the N-word slide a few times in a room full of Wazungus. So see how that man feels about his situation. Obviously, you don't care. One thing 2018 should have taught us is that everybody is not for you.
True.
Everybody who looks like you is not for you. Everybody who calls you their friend and their brother is not necessarily for you.
That is true.
Excuse me, you can ask Jesus. Not one but two of his disciples betrayed him. So that kind of tells you, like, okay, Jesus got betrayed by two people. There ain't no hope for us.
You said ain't no hope.
Cut off people who need to be cut off and keep it pushing with those who want to be in your life. Also, some good music came out too. Lupe had an album, Drogas Wave.
Yes, he did. That was dope.
J-Rock, shout out to my nigga J-Rock.
You went to the concert?
Yes, the Redemption album was tough. I went down to the concert, had the meet and greet with J-Rock and Reason. Reason, the new artist, come from the same hood as Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap was fire. Reason's album that came out last year was fire. Big Chris album,
fire.
I mean, even 21 Savage album was fire.
Haven't heard his album.
His new album go. Like, you know, I'm not gonna say he's not the most lyrical dude. I mean, obviously, on the list of everybody I just gave, like, he's definitely not the most lyrical dude. But his album was nice. Hell, even Lil Wayne came out with the Carter 5 in 2018.
Finally.
There was a few tracks I heard. I was like, okay, this is cool, but it's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like Carter 5 is equivalent to Detox. People waited so long for Detox to come out.
Yeah.
It's supposed to come out like 2005.
True.
And when Straight Outta Compton came out, Dr. Dre got inspired to put out the Compton album. And everybody was like, hold up, Dre. What happened to Detox? Dre's like, I scrapped it. He's like, the hype was too large and the record sales would never oversell the hype. A good, flawless album, the hype will always overshadow the record sales. People were like, oh, this album wasn't that good. We waited 15 years for this. So I think he should have went in another direction. That's just me. Some diehard Wayne fans out here. What else? Oh, your girl. What you think about your girl? What's her name? Tiffany Haddish.
Well,
She spoke. She spoke very softly about the Oscars, and then something about PETA and killing black people. What was your take about that?
I thought it was stupid. First of all, I'm not a huge fan of Tiffany Haddish. I'm not a fan at all. I'm just gonna be real. I'm not a fan at all. I think she's a genuine person as far as like her life and what she's been through. I noticed that she does a lot. She cries a lot, like most of these people do when they make it. But you know, whatever. So, but I don't think to me she's not funny. I don't think she's a great stand-up comedian. I think she's a better actor. She's funny as an actor. She's decent at that. I just don't think that she should be doing stand-up comedy. It's not. Yeah, it's just not her gift, in my opinion, for
You
my
think
level of funny.
so?
As far as the comments that she made about PETA, you won't even stand up for your own people in the sense of something that's more tangible or realistic. But you said you're gonna wear fur every damn day until black niggas stop dying. Chick, you're gonna be wearing fur for the rest of your life. That's not gonna happen. Nearly 1,000 people died in 2017 by the hands of police officers, and 996, and that's just the ones we know about, died in 2018 by the hand of black police officers. What the hell does PETA have to do with police shooting niggas? How does that correlate? I mean, what you saying? I'm not going to stop. Want to work for every day until police stop killing niggas. You stupid chick. They looking at you like, go ahead and keep buying fur. Keep spending your money. You dumb heifer. And PETA don't give a damn. You didn't do nothing but piss PETA off. What does PETA have to do with niggas dying in the street by the hands of police officers? Like, the two don't. Somebody should have. She need to stop speaking for herself sometime. It was very idiotic. It was stupid.
Just sometimes,
Huh?
Just sometimes.
When it comes to matters like that, until she learned how to talk, because it don't, what she said don't make sense. It's like saying, I'm not gonna take a shower until police stop killing black people. So I'm just gonna stink every day?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not taking
I
no
mean, it just
baths
don't make
until the
sense.
police stop killing us.
It doesn't make sense. I'm gonna eat chicken every day until they stop killing black people. That makes no sense. That's not a political stance. It's PETA. That's not a political stance. It doesn't make sense.
I'm sure it makes.
I see what she might have tried to do, but it was stupid because it don't correlate. You try to do what Colin Kaepernick did, and it didn't work. Colin Kaepernick did a protest at a game that everyone in America could watch because of the injustices against black people in America. So that made sense to do a protest at a game that Americans love. It's a part of the American tradition to watch football like crap. Like, it's a part of the tradition of America. So why not be able to take a political stance from that standpoint? But you just saying you're gonna work for it every day. I say all that to say it was stupid. My opinion. It's not favorable, but it's my opinion. So.
Well, as far as Tiffany Haddish is concerned, I think she needs to not talk at all. Just don't open your mouth. Open your mouth.
He said not at all.
Eat and order food. It's like, oh, business transactions. You go to the store. Thank you. Yeah, okay, all right. Just don't talk, cause I feel like she trying to straddle the fence. I really feel like, first of all, I kind of feel like Tiffany has no direction. I really feel like she has no direction. Cause okay, people are like, okay, Tiffany been grinding for years. I don't believe that. If you have been grinding for years, then you would be ready for the position that people put you in. But it really seems like she was chosen by Hollywood,
Mm-hmm.
and they picked her up out of the gutter. Come here, little Tiffany. We're just gonna pick you up the gutter, place you over here, and everybody's like, Tiffany earned it. She used to sleep in her car. So did Tyler Perry.
Yep.
Tyler Perry used to sleep in his car. Tyler Perry was homeless when he was trying to push them Medea plays and stuff. Tyler Perry was homeless. Look at what he did. He handled,
Mm-hmm.
pulled himself up by his bootstraps. I'm not right or wrong, whatever. It's not about ethics.
Mm-hmm.
It's about what you did to get where you're at today. And I don't think Tiffany's ready. And proof of that is her stand up that she did in Las Vegas on New Year's. You got in there strictly by name recognition.
Mm.
Name recognition only. Only. But y'all was mad at Cat Williams for talking about Tiffany Haddish, saying that she hasn't proved herself as a comedian.
Mm.
Okay. She was funny in Girls Trip. Do
Yeah,
you
she
think
would.
she wrote Girls Trip Goof Ball? That's what that nigga said. Do you really think she wrote Girls Trip? No.
Mm-hmm.
It's a script that is handed to you that you have to act in and make funny. Okay, it's already funny because they wrote it in the script. Now you have to transfer that funniness from paper to on screen. You could do that. Fine. But stand alone? No. Stand up? No.
Mm. True.
Cat Williams was right. But y'all call Cat a hater for speaking on truth. But my thing is, he telling it like it is, and a lot of people don't want to hear that. Especially Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, he big on that. Anytime somebody say something about Kevin Hart, they just hate. They just hate. Mike Epps like, nigga, I'm not hating. Nigga, you was hanging out at my house before you even got famous. Before you was even the Kevin Hart that we know today, nigga. You was at my kitchen
Mm-hmm.
table before I got home. It's not hate, it's facts. You are a black gatekeeper. You know it, I know it. But my thing is, it's supposed to be your sister.
Yep.
You know what? When I see my sister and I see that her ball is on the other side of the fence, that's my sister, and I'm gonna go to the other side of the fence and get her ball.
You ignorant. You
No,
ignorant
that
boy.
nigga ignorant.
You ignorant boy.
How come Kevin Hart didn't take her under his wing? That's your sister.
He said he did.
Or did he just defend her because he doesn't like Cat Williams?
Mm. That's a great question.
Kevin Hart, I can say that Kevin Hart is a stand-up comedian. As a
Mm-hmm.
stand-up comedian, how come you haven't educated your sister
Mm-hmm.
on how to tell jokes back to back for an hour? Back to back.
Mm.
And you know that black comedy is different from white comedy. White comedy, it's set up the joke and then punchline. White people take more time to get to their punchlines. Their comedy is different. I'm not saying that's bad or good. It's just different. White folk comedy, they gotta set it up and then there's the joke. Black people, we not that patient.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta come out, nigga. You gotta fire jokes to black people back to back. Otherwise, we would start booing, walking out, and people started walking out on Tiffany's show. And You say, okay, it was just one time. It was just one time. Well, from a lot of the comments that I've read, other people have went to her comedy show,
Mm-hmm.
said the same thing. She wasn't funny. Now, I applaud Corey Holcomb for saying that, he would teach her the game and, teach her how to, do this, that, and the third. Cool. I get that. I mess with that. But let's just be honest. She's not a stand up comedian. I don't even think she's really funny. Like, because people tell me that I should be a stand up comedian. And I'm like, I can't be no stand up comedian. Too much work. I'm funny. I'm a funny guy. I'm funny as hell. But stand up funny?
Nah.
I don't think that would translate to, I'm funny in conversations. We be talking, I tell jokes, stuff like that. Funny in conversations and standing on stage and telling jokes.
Two totally different things.
Totally different.
I sure ain't got it. This white girl told me year ago and last year, man, you need to be a comedian. Nope, nope, nope. I do not have it. I don't have it. I'm straight. I know that is not my gift at all.
And that's a lot of like Tiffany has never worked any small clubs like that. You're supposed to work small clubs. Work on your jokes. What worked, what didn't, timing, stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff that goes into being on stage. Do you know
True.
most comedians work for like a year or two before they come out with a stand-up special?
Mm-hmm.
Stand-up special is the finished product of what they have already been working on in the smaller clubs. Even Dave Chappelle didn't just leave Africa, come back home, been living in Ohio for 10 years, and come out like, hey, what's good, y'all? I'm finna sell our Radio City Music Hall.
He still working small clubs.
Exactly. Dave Chappelle, one of the greatest comedians of history of all time. You mean to tell me that Dave Chappelle went to small clubs to work on his craft, to get tuned up?
Yep.
Before he did his 3 Netflix specials?
Yep.
So why does Tiffany Haddish feel like I could just go out here and sell out Vegas? And
because she got gassed up. She got gas. I think she got gassed up by Hollywood.
And I mean, can't everybody do Vegas? Like the best of the best do Vegas. If you get the best of the best get Vegas, bro. I'll be honest.
Yeah, if you get a Vegas, they call them residency.
Residency.
If you get a Vegas residency, like you are legit legend status. Because everybody can't get a Vegas residency. Whether it's a comedian, dancer, singer, whoever, everybody can't get them. They want them, but they can't get them.
Yeah. Frank Sinatra, all them used to have them residencies. I think Patti LaBelle just got her one.
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody just retired. Was it Shaka Khan? No, was it? No.
Not Aretha. Anita Baker.
Anita Baker just retired.
Yep.
Doing music for 30 years, and she got a residency in Vegas. You talking shows a night, like 4-5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
You really got to be a certain level to do a residency.
Gotta have be of a certain caliber, sure.
And then them folk want their money back. Them casinos want their money back. They ain't playing.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, Cirque du Soleil, I think they had a residency in Vegas for a time. Only the top tier get to play Vegas. That's like playing the Garden. Only the best of the best can really play the Garden and sell out.
Yeah, I think Kevin Hart did his 3rd special in Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm. Entirely possible.
He did his 3rd special in Madison Square Garden, but I think with Tiffany Haddish, I think Hollywood gassed her up because she was new, not new-ish. Yes, she was fresh and she was raw. People can mold you into what they want you to be. They can mold you what they want you to be, and I think that's what ended up happening with her. That's why she thinks that she can go doing this to doing this because Hollywood thinks she's funny. And I don't even really think that Hollywood thinks she's funny. I just think that she's raw, she's fresh, and she has black supporters, which brings white people dollars. Because we already know that we spend more money than anybody.
Facts.
So
those are definitely facts.
That's my opinion on that.
When did Black Panther came out? That came out last year?
Yes, it did. Black came out a year ago in February.
Did it? Oh, it came out Black History Month, boy.
Mm-hmm.
My nigga had the worst African accent ever. We will now strip the powers of the Black Panther. Where the hell you?
There will be no challenge.
You got that accent from?
Today, the Black
Panther.
Yo. Yo.
We will now strip the powers of Tiffany Haddish away.
Yo. Oh my gosh. He did. He really tried though. Him and his eye really tried.
I am sorry. Son of a body. Okay, bye. Bye.
Yeah. There will be no challenge.
Strip. Strip.
Away.
Away.
Right.
Away. Strip. Away.
Oh my gosh, bro.
It was that like, come here, girl. I'm about to strip. Come here, girl. And strip. Be like R. Kelly. Do you mind if I strip? Come here, girl. Strip for me. Come here, girl. Strip.
Oh my God.
You will strip your clothes off right
now. Yo, that was terrible, man. That accent was awful.
Horrible.
I'm like, nigga, you could have paid me $500. I could have did that. Trying niggas some money on the budget. Yo, that was terrible. The Black Panther.
Yes. Give it up to my nigga Michael B. Jordan.
Yes,
for that
baby.
role as Killmonger. Boy,
hey, auntie.
Boy, say, hey, we can save you, bro. You nigga like, nah. Let me die. Bury me in the oceans with my ancestors, bro.
You know, he had to go to counseling. He said he had to go to counseling after that.
Really?
He did.
I remember he
said the way that he viewed the world after that movie and being so engulfed in that character, he was like he had to go to counseling after that because it was kind of messing with him a little bit. The way that he viewed the world, the way that he reviewed like white people, he was starting to have like certain like stigmas and kind of like prejudices against certain things. So yeah, he said he had to go to counseling after that because he said it was messing with him.
Interesting. I know that. I do remember he was on that one show with that white girl.
Actors versus Actors or something like that. They was kind of like interviewing each other. Actors again. I forgot it's the name of it's some show. It'd be on YouTube.
I don't know. It was a show and she was like, do the Black Panther.
Oh, he was doing an interview. That was an interview we did. That nigga snapped on a little bit.
She's like, go ahead to do this. Like,
and she did this. Oh, he was mad.
She's like, nigga, like,
say Wakanda.
He about turning into Ike Turner.
Yo, like, this ain't Wakanda.
Do the Wakanda salute. Nigga. Anyway.
Man. But yeah, he said he had to go get his head right because it kind of messed with him a little bit. He said he started. He said he started secluding himself. He was like he was kind of withdrawing from everybody. He didn't want to be around nobody. He didn't want to talk to nobody. Like he was like it was really messing with him. And you know they trying to come and say, "Oh well, you know mental health. No, this ain't got nothing to do with mental health." Now someone asked me a question and that I hadn't even thought about. A friend of mine was like, "Do you think that everything that this particular role kind of went against everything that he was taught about the world and society and I guess Caucasian people or something like that?" He was like, "Do you think that it had anything to do with that? That he like his psyche was kind of waking up a little bit? That he was like he hates to use the term woke, but he was like, do you think that this role kind of went against his spirit in a sense and it made him more awake?" And that's the conflict that he was having. And he didn't know how to funnel or channel the two or be able to like take what you need, like eat the meat, spit out the bones type of thing. He couldn't differentiate this and that, like his old life against what he like had to learn from this particular character. He's like, do you think that's what was really messing with him a little bit? I was like, that's a great question. I mean, it's also a great way to look at it too.
You know what else? Last year, you know, one thing that I had learned through my dating experience is that not everybody is willing to make the change that is required for a situation to work, or not even necessarily willing to make a change. Let me not say that, but willing to, let's say, research and study outside influences, because this was a Christian sister that I was dealing with, kind of woke, sort of. It's all good. Went out, had a wonderful time. And we got to having that conversation about Jesus, and then everything just went downhill from there. It's like,
yes, it did.
well, I wish that you believed in Jesus, and I wished that you didn't. But here we are. I didn't tell her that. I wanted to, but I didn't, because that'd probably be an a-hole. You know, I'd probably be an a-hole if I told her, well, I wish you believed in Jesus too. But you know, like, okay, we could come to a happy medium. You know, like I just want to study, saying that you have to accept my truth, but I would like for you to study some outside influences, and people not really wanting to do that. She wasn't the only one. It was this cat I was kind of messing with, young dude, dope fiend. You know, try to help nigga out, bro. Nigga was like 22, 23, man. Try to help dude out, try to give him a little food, drop some knowledge on him, and dude didn't wanna change his situation. So cutting him off.
I wonder what happened to that too, dude. I kept forgetting to ask you about him.
Don't know, don't care.
That's fair.
Wherever he's at, it ain't around me. And old girl the same way. I ain't got no issues with her. I seen a little while ago. She seemed very enamored at the fact that I look so much better with the smallest beard that I have.
Oh my God, help us all.
She's like, oh my gosh. She's like, you have a beard. I was like, yes. When did you start growing it out? As soon as I could. You know, they had the whole no beard policy. You know, it makes you approachable when you don't have a beard. I'm like, okay, I don't necessarily believe that, but I will play by your rules for the time being. And then I switched jobs, got paid more, and then I started growing my beard out. So we're gonna leave it like this for a little while. But she seemed very enamored at the fact that I had a beard. But you know, it'd be like I had did this like health screening, this mobile health screening truck thing, and I knew I was overweight. I was like 280. I already knew I was overweight. And then I don't have diabetes, but like blood pressure's cool. I think like my blood sugar level is high or something like that, which is basically caused by my extra weight. So
Mm-hmm.
I like to lose weight. All of that's gonna go down. That's not really a big deal. I know what that's about. And so did that, and that's when I had seen her again because I ended up, anyways. But it's like she calls me
Mm-hmm.
trying to get me, I guess, following up to see if I'm gonna fill out this insurance paperwork, this health insurance paperwork. And I was at the gym, so she called and I ignored her. And then she called me again and I ignored her call again because I was in the gym. And she texted me like, "Oh, are you ignoring me? LOL," or something like that. And I'm like, "I'm at the gym." "Oh, okay. Well, carry on." I'm like, "You should join me." "Ha ha, you so funny." I'm like, "Why is that funny? What's wrong with going to the gym?" I guess it's not just a me thing. I was talking to another brother. He like, "Man, I go to the gym all the time." He like, "Man, my wife, she said she wanted to go to the gym. She just ain't had no gym shoes." He said, "I went out, bought her some new gym shoes, ain't even wore them, ain't been to the gym."
Mm.
It just hurt stuff. I just want to probe your mind, see where you at. I'd be like, "Yeah, why don't you help me cut some grass?" "I can't do that." "Why not?" "I don't like the outdoors." "Well, okay. I'm roll with me. It's too hot." "Okay. All right." I am single by choice, not
Mm-hmm.
really looking for anything, especially my luck out of it. So my thing is I'm just gonna focus on doing what I gotta do, and then whatever happens, happens. Cause there's three things that is going to happen this year.
Mm-hmm.
House will be a house in Dave Landrum name this year. It will be a house. There will be a Yukon Denali truck before the end of this year.
Mm-hmm.
And three more lawns will be in his third year of business. So of course I already know I'm end out the year in the black.
Mm-hmm.
But this year I really wanna supersede my goal because last year my goal was to hit double digits.
Mm-hmm.
Like thousands, not 10, $20. My goal
Mm-hmm.
was to hit double digits in the thousands. I didn't quite make it. I fell a little short of my goal. Not by anything it did to me. It's just the grass season died, like everything else died. I only got one call to do leaves, and that was it. Ain't doing no snow removal this year, but we've only had like one snow. It really was like wasn't that bad, really, you know. So it's nothing that I did, just the way things happen. But this year, with moving, well, I'm renting out the entire space that I keep my equipment in. I was using one half of the space. I will be utilizing the entire garage this year because one of the things that I wanted to do was grow my business. And in me growing my business, I need more space. I need a shop, but I can't afford a shop. I can't afford 12, $1,500 a month for a shop. I'm not bringing in that much income
Okay.
right now. Eventually, yes, but not right now. So my thing is, I want to stay where I'm at. I store my equipment down the street from where I live at. I got 24-hour access, storage of flammables. I got two
Mm-hmm.
bays. So what I'm gonna do, one side is gonna be strictly for storage. So one side I'll probably park my trailer in, leave my mowers and stuff on the trailer. Just go ahead and back the trailer inside the garage. That way I ain't gotta unload my mowers or nothing like that. Aside from like changing the blades out. And then the other side is gonna be like a shop. So I'm gonna give me some shelving, table, grinder so I can sharpen my lawnmower blades, racks and stuff so I can hang stuff on the wall. Turn it into a shop because it don't make no sense for me to go nowhere, and I'm strategically located, like right in the heart of St. Louis. I'm right down the street from the highway, so I'm 20 minutes from South
True.
St. Louis and 20 minutes from North County.
True.
Other than that, nigga, that's it, man. That's all I'm for to do this year. I'm double down on what I gotta do.
I'm going to travel some more.
Yes,
I am going to
I do need to travel.
do a couple more events. Like I'm reaching out to this place that's having a book event next month, and I'm going to purchase a booth from them. And it's supposed to be like they're very interested in like black artists, like the W.E.B. Du Bois Center, like learning center here. So I want to do that and write some more.
Mhm.
I really want to find. I'm going to make it my goal because 2017 pissed me off with the 2018. Sorry, it pissed me off with the lack of support in our community. I really tried to make it my mission to find black people to support and
Mhm.
for us to support each other. So, in saying that, it's been really hard to find like black people, like black publishers who aren't flaky. Um, so I've been still publishing my own stuff, which is going fine. But I would like to work with a black company to get that done. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna buy some radio time, some radio advertisement time this year. I found out that it doesn't cost that much. I'm also going to see if I can purchase some radio advertisement time in St. Louis, which is my hometown. Do that. And I'm just gonna keep grinding, man. The goal is to not work, not. I still want to have a job because I like mingling with people and stuff like that. But if my business could be my writing, I would be 100% content with that.
Hmm.
So that's the position I want to put myself in. I'm
Now,
trying.
question for you, madam.
Hmm.
What are those?
Oh yeah, man. I thought,
What is vegetarian?
I asked
I
myself when
thought
I saw them today.
cornbread. I thought the base.
I was like, how do you have vegetarian? I was like, man, they probably put one vegetarian product in this bull crap and called it vegetarian. They can do that. Like it's
What?
like say for instance, if it's organic, if they say it's organic, it could be one organic product in something, just one out of 50 million ingredients, and they can slap organic on a label. So yeah, I like what the hell is vegetarian? Like I saw this today. And I was like, okay, I don't get it. I don't get it. You tell me.
Well, I just have a question. Um, the base root word in cornbread is corn, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that is the word in cornbread. It's corn. Corn is a vegetable, is it not?
It is.
So how can you have? So what is this a new label to get people? to think like you've done something different to raise your sales?
I don't know.
Last time I checked, cornbread is made out of corn. Like you take the corn, you dry it out, you grind it up, and add a little dash of this and a splash of that. And next thing you know, you got cornbread. I mean, cornbread, cornmeal comes from corn. I would think cornmeal comes from corn. So what is this vegetarian jiffy that they talk about? Makes no sense to me, nigga. But
It
I
don't make sense to me either.
travel. I do need to travel more, man. I need a vacation. But it's cool. I'm gonna try to. I don't know. I was gonna try to come down to Kansas for my birthday. I don't know if that's gonna be possible. But I do need like a week's. I get a week's vacation this year. So I
That's
have vacation coming up in July because I quit my other job July. So I have a July. So basically like another 6 months. I have a vacation, and I don't know. I'll do something. I'll go somewhere. The nigga tired. I ain't gonna lie. Like people like, what you tired for? I was like, tired, nigga. I'm a businessman. Bro. Like I leave work, go home, change clothes, load up the truck. I go work for myself. See, when you leave the oppressor's job, you have to get on your job, and your job sometimes requires long hours. So you talking about mowing days I work, mowing on my off days, before work or after work, depending on what shift I work. You did. Plus
check this
working a
out.
full-time job.
Can you see that?
How is cornbread mix not already vegetarian though? It's corn. I mean, and Wendy is one of those native Aboriginal people to America, correct?
Yes, she is.
Then she would know that cornbread comes from corn. Don't take she's a whole Native American. I know she can. I know she knows.
He's
But
stupid.
we've reached our climax for this evening. We are.
Man, I hope 2019 is going to be. I think 2019 is going to be pretty amazing.
2019 will be what you make of it.
That is true.
Nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream, and the early bird gets the worm. So I'm not one of these New Year,
Me
new.
either.
Well, this is what I'm gonna do this year that I didn't do last year. Like, if you're not planning your life 15, 20 years in advance, then I don't really know what you do. Because last year's plan is this year's plan. It's the same. True. I wanted a house last year. I didn't get it.
But your difference is you're like, I'm going to do this. Like, for sure.
I'm going to get a house. Whether it be a house that I make payments on that I got to do a little bit of work to, or a house that I buy straight out from the city and fix it up. Either way, I'm going to have a house, and I'm going to be trying to be moved in that thing before the end of the year's out. I wanted a Denali truck this year. I ain't get it. Well, last year, I ain't get it. So I'm going to get my Denali truck this year. Same.
Housewarming party at Dave's house.
Man, I would have a housewarming party. I sure would. When I get a house. And then I can decorate it the way I want, buy new TVs and new furniture and stuff like that. You know, buy a new bed set, have me a nice little headboard and footboard, and actually really turn it into a nice little place to live. But that'll be when we cross that bridge, whatever. I see you getting that head ready. Bedtime. That is the black woman's from all types of weather, the bonnets. You cannot take bonnets away from black women. It is just physically impossible. They will fight you. Nigga, it's raining outside, nigga. It's snowing outside. I can't get
You know what's weird? I don't put a bonnet on when it's raining and snowing. I don't even care if my hair get wet. I could care less.
But you don't want your braids to fizz up because you just got them.
No, don't want to fizz up.
But yeah, anyways, like, I got a 20-year plan, 30-year plan.
Right.
Of generalities that I would like to accomplish. I don't have all the details laid out, but I know this landscaping thing is just one thing I'm finna do. Just one. I'm finna work on that. I got some other things in line that I would like to do as far as business wise. The opportunities are out there, man.
Yeah.
Like, I hate people just like you sit there and wait for the opportunity to come for you. The opportunity's not
to you. Gotta go get it, man.
People be like,
you gotta find it or create it.
People like, man, because I was talking to this Uber cat. I was talking to this dude, riding black dude. Chopping up with this black dude driving the Uber. I was like, yeah, on landscaping company. He's like, where's your truck at? It's in the shop. I'm getting some work done on it. He was like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, I was thinking about, cutting some yards and stuff like this here, man. I'm like, bro, all you need is a push mower, a trimmer, and a blower, bro. That's all you need. That's all you need. You don't need nothing extravagant, bro. Of course, bigger equipment, bigger accounts, more money. But just starting off, bro, you can work wonders with a push mower and a trimmer. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. You ain't gotta have everything to get yourself started, nigga. If you paintbrush and some paint, you can paint. It's that simple. Like, man, we gotta get out of this mentality. Like, I gotta know everything that there is to know about this before I jump off into it. You ain't gotta do that. You just gotta know enough to get started. The rest of it, you'll learn as you go along. There are certain things, don't get me wrong, there's certain things I don't know. I'm still learning the business. This is my 3rd year of business. Still learning business. There's one thing that I must do to take my business to the next level. And that is getting my degree in horticulture.
In who?
Horticulture.
What's that?
Basically, it's the science of knowing like all the plants.
Oh, okay.
Flowers, vines, what are weeds, what are flowers, what's like ground cover, which would be like vines, clover, stuff like that. What's ground cover? Stuff like that. That's something that's going to take my business to the next level. Got to. That's something I'm going to look into. It might not be this year, but it'll definitely be within the next year or so. I'm going to start getting on that. Because I'm going to invest in myself so I can learn more about this business so I can take it to the next level. So if I can learn, okay, these plants are good in this type of climate. These plants are good in full sunlight. These plants need partial shade. This is a weed. This can get pulled. This is not a weed. This is a flower. It looks like a weed because some flowers look like weeds. But then they bloom and you're like, oh, that's not a weed. That's a flower. Stuff like that I want to learn. That's going to help me take it to the next level. And I'm already advertising myself as a full service land care company. So if I do that, that's going to take my business to the next level. And really, the only thing outside of that is landscape design. But when you start doing landscape design, you're getting more into your architectural design. You start got to deal with grades and different elevations and stuff like that. That's a whole nother side. I don't even want to do that because you would literally have to get a degree in architecture to do landscape design. It's big money in it, but that's not something I'm
something you're interested in. That's not something you're interested in.
No, not at all. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. And it's kind of like I don't really see a market for it for myself personally. Sure, there's a few reasons for that, which I will not go into detail. But the bottom line is, I go get what I want. It's that simple. I love that song by Mary Mary. Go get it.
Go get it. Go get it. Go get your blessing. Go
Go
get
get
it.
it.
Go
Go,
get
nigga,
it.
go get it.
It's your
Get it.
time.
It is your time. It's your time if you make it your time.
True. Hey.
Just like I didn't wait on nobody to go to the concert with me. I wanted to go see the concert and I didn't wait on nobody. You
I
know,
sure wanted to go more.
my cousin got mad at me like, man, you always try to do stuff by yourself. First of all, I don't try, I do. I'm not gonna wait anybody to do anything for me that I should do. I wanted to go see the concert. I'm a huge fan of J Rock. I paid for the meet and greet, and one way or another, I was getting down to Kansas.
And it ain't like nobody else was talking about it. It ain't like your cousin came to you and be like, "Hey man, I'm thinking about going to that J Rock concert. You going? Oh yeah, man, I'm going." And then you just bought the tickets on your own.
I mean, but that nigga in Arizona, so he'd have to buy his
Right.
own ticket and then catch a flight over to Kansas. And
Right. Right.
so no, but a lot of people don't even know who J Rock is, bro. It's no fault to his own. It's just Kendrick has eclipsed him as the biggest star on
Mm.
Top Dog Entertainment. There's nothing wrong with that because everybody on TDE is homies. But I knew about J Rock before I knew about K Dot.
Mm.
Told dude when I met him, bro, I was like, bro, I knew about you before I knew about Kendrick, but that's why I rock with you so hard. I've been rocking with dudes since Follow Me Home. That was years ago. Okay. I had problems in my business. And then what I do, I jump back out there on my own. I don't need nobody to do nothing for me. I ain't gotta wait on nobody. Why? Wait for what? Why wait? I'm urging people, man. Why wait?
Why not just go do it?
Go do it, man. My mom be like, oh, how you like the job? It's cool. But it's a means to an end.
But you know what? Some people they so ingrained in I gotta have a 9 to 5. And I've never been ingrained in having a 9 to 5. Not something that this is just what I want to do forever. I've never wanted to work for people for the rest of my life. I
Yeah.
have no desire to do that. I was just having a conversation with somebody and I was like, so what do you plan on doing in the next 10 years? Like, are you going to go to school? Or are you going to do this? Or are you going to do that? Like, or you just, I mean, and it's cool. We need people who like working 9 to 5s because in their mind, it's security. And in my mind, I'm like, they can send us an email right now and be like, we shutting this facility down. You can go home, nigga. Thanks,
Mm-hmm.
no thanks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just my opinion. Like, send an email, oh nigga, we shutting this facility down. You go home, thanks, but no thanks. Oh, and we're not sending out a severance pay. So because of that, I feel like the only type of secure business is your own business. Because at least if that business fold, it's on you. You ain't dependent on somebody else for a paycheck. And hopefully by then
Mm-hmm.
you're responsible enough to make certain savings and investments and things like that that would secure you until you get your business up and running. You know what I mean? Well, again. So I'm just saying, like, I don't know. It's some people who like working 9 to 5. They need to work a 9 to 5 because that's security for them. Me, on the other hand, I'd rather have my own. I'd rather be doing my own thing.
That's cool. Everybody is not built to do their own thing, but you know, what are you doing that's going to help you for the future? I'm going to school. Okay. Going to school for what? How is that going to help you? If I go to school for horticulture, and I will, That's going to help me with more lawns. If let's just say, for instance, if I get a job at a barista, learning how to brew coffee, and then I decided to own my own coffee shop, that would help me. So I worked at a barista. I learned how to brew different types of coffee and this, that, and the third. Okay, now I can open me up my own coffee shop. You go to college to do what? How is, and I'm not against college, but how is your degree going to help you do what you want to do?
True.
Is it going to help you? Is it going to benefit your community? Or are you just going to school just to be going to school just because somebody told you should go to school? It should be a purpose behind it. You should be able to be like, okay, I'm going to school for this. And when I finish that, that's going to help me do this on this next level. Or like Dame Dash say, the best school is a school of hard knocks. School on the streets. You go to an Asian store, and we're going to wrap this just a second. When you go to the Asian store, these little niggas be having they little 8-year-old straight working the register. Can't hardly speak English. You don't want chick fried egg roll, but
right.
you know how to work that iPad though. Oh, you want chick roll, egg roll, lo man. Okay, that's $250 right here. Sign on iPad. Sign. They know. I'm talking about for real. I'm dead serious, man. 7, 8 years old. Straight taking orders at the counter. Couldn't hardly speak no English, but she knew how to work that iPad. Let me get a special order chicken fried rice. Okay, chicken fried rice. You want egg roll with that? Yeah, give me an egg roll. Okay, here your balance. Swipe the card on the iPad, boom. That's like Dame Dash's daughter. His daughter, he was like, one of his daughters did a semester at college. And then she realized that wasn't for her. She asked her dad if she can go into the family business, which Dave said, of course. Because I feel, Dame Dash, I feel that this is better than any school that you can go to. Like I let my kids make their own decisions. My daughter felt like college wasn't for her. So he like, get it in over here in the family business. That's all it is. Then you can pass that on. You can't pass on your job.
True.
You cannot relay. That was today's message, the relay. You cannot pass the baton of your job to the next person.
Nope, because it ain't yours. It ain't nothing you own.
You running. Oh, you running your race. And you running. And you just a running. And you just a running. And then it comes down time for you to pass the baton. Oops, I can't pass that to you because it don't belong to me.
Yep.
So I guess we'll be back with another episode soon. We might go on here and talk some more talk. Because I did want to discuss the situation with Dame Dash and Funky the Flex.
Yeah, baby.
That's real foolishness right there. But
I want to talk about that too
for another time.
And I want to talk about.
Becky got that back scratching.
I got 4 of these joints. You know, I got tarantula arms. So yeah, can't always reach. So what I wanted to talk about next time is, can Black people be accused of cultural appropriation within their own community?
Can Blacks culture appropriate their own community.
Kind of piggybacking off that conversation we had earlier today about old girl. Or sometimes are we black when it's convenient for us at the time?
Those are very valid questions. I think you should save that for the next podcast, Rebecca. I spoke to the god Metu.
Hey, Metu. Love
and Metu said that we should have had him on. We will have him on the next time.
Metu.
And stay tuned because I like doing this and I really would love to upgrade my setup. So we'll see. So I ain't gonna lie. Kind of like once I get a house, kind of want to turn like one room or like a section of the basement or whatever to my studio.
Camera's real cheap on Amazon. The lighting's cheap on Amazon. Get you a $25 camera, $25 speaker. It's a lot of YouTubers they work out good.
If I'm gonna do it like that, then I'm gonna find me a nice professional mic, a nice camera, probably like not the GoPro, but Mevo.
Which one?
Mevo.
Those are nice.
Mevos are nice. Upgrade the setup, man. Build a studio.
That's what's up.
I just don't want to pay anybody to do this. Like if I do this,
you ain't got to. You're pretty savvy. You're pretty savvy when it comes to technology, so you pretty much know how to do your own edits and all that kind of stuff. So I can't even figure out how to do a damn thumbnail yet. So I'm just getting there.
That's cool. That's cool. And continuing on with the new formats of the show, I know we discussed this previously on the Socially Conscious St. Louis podcast, but as a reminder, in 2019, I have felt that 2+ hours is too long for the average person.
Yeah.
Even though me and Rebecca be on the phone talking about a whole hours on end.
Yeah, man.
I feel that 2.5 hours is long. And then I kind of started getting bored and I started getting kind of antsy sitting around for too long. And then it's kind of like I'm ready to go. So from now on, we'll be on here an hour and a half at most.
The videos, chop them up.
Yes, we definitely could do that. And then, we'll try to figure out how to get this on iTunes and stuff. That's something for later. That's all I got. You can reach me on the Instagram.
Hey, wait.
You can reach me on the Instagram. The overweight lover. That is the OVR.
You
GHT OVR. That's the letter D OVR WEIGHT. The overweight lover on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook at Dave Landrum.
Oh my gosh.
My main page, or you can find me at David Landrum, which is my backup page. I'm fresh out of Facebook jail.
Hey, they finally let him out.
I said some things.
Back in jail.
I said some things about
what did you say, David?
My little brother, my pale little brother, my real light skinned brother. Said some things about him that Facebook didn't appreciate. And
you always in Facebook jail, bro. You'll be in there 2 months, 2 more months.
Well, I might now. So I just know that certain words trigger Facebook's algorithm.
Yep. They pick up on it.
I was talking bad about my light, bright little brother, but that's okay. We already know how Facebook reels, so it comes with the territory. So Dave Landrum on Facebook, that's my main one, and David Landrum is my backup page, just in case I get out there. More along STL.com is my website. Please go on there for any booking info or anything. I'm still open for business, which is something that I wasn't doing last year because last year I had completely shut down the business. Didn't have transportation, was trying to get things going for last year before last, trying to get things going for last year. And I did that. So this year or last year going into this year, I don't have to work as hard. The main stuff is there. I just know I need to pick up a couple commercial mowers. I'm looking at some trailers and that stuff. So my message to you all on the Socially Conscious episode 40, don't wait to do something that you want to do. If you want to take that trip, don't wait. You want to open that business, don't wait. If you want
Go get it.
tell them how you feel.
Go get it.
Go get your blessing. Tell them how you feel, man. You don't need no wing man, no wing woman, whatever.
Yeah.
Tell, be you. Just be you. That is the best advice I can give you. Be you. Do you. Do what you want to do. Don't let nobody tell you different.
Amen. Amen.
For real. I don't
Yeah.
let nobody do nothing for me. I go out to eat by myself. I go to the movies by myself. I go out of town by myself. And
it's very inexpensive when you by yourself.
It is. I would like to have some company, don't get me wrong, but I don't really need company. So it is what it is. But I must say that I have a friend, and her name is Rebecca. She's sitting across from me right now. Let me tell you what a true friend is. Came down to Kansas. Well, first of all, I was wanting to drive my truck. It's a good thing I didn't, because there were several things that went wrong with it that had to get fixed after the concert. But I want to drive my truck down to Kansas. Couldn't make it. So Becky ends up coming down to St. Louis for something completely different. Just so happens to be the same time, same place that I'm going to Kansas. So we end up hooking up. Becky drives back to Kansas in her car. I was the first person to stay awake on Rebecca's road trip.
Right.
Hey, yeah, I was the first person to stay awake on Rebecca's road trip, because apparently everybody always falls asleep on Rebecca. I don't know if that's true or not. It's just what I heard.
That's very true.
Yeah, nice little hotel. And it wasn't even a fancy hotel. It was like a 3-star hotel. But it was a nice hotel. Had a fantastic time. Kansas. So you live in Kansas City, Kansas, Lawrence, right? Right by each other. It's like a suburb of Kansas City, Kansas. The concert was in Lawrence, which is about 40 minutes away. Becky say, "How you gonna get down there?" I said, "Well, thinking about catching the Uber." Looked up the Uber fares. Uber fare was gonna be like $80 one way. I was like, ugh.
Hey,
So, only me, a new car, and I drove up to Lawrence. Had a fantastic time. It was great. I would really like to go up to Lawrence again. I like Kansas. Kansas is kind of nice nice little city, from what I've seen. Yeah, Rebecca loaned me her car to use for a few hours. And that's a true friend, y'all. I gotta tell you, a true friend is somebody that'll rock with you. And me and Becky been rocking together since like 2004 Job Corps, nigga. That's been
man.
Almost 15 years we'll know each other this year.
Yep.
Hey, 15. Becky, like, well, here go the keys. Handle your business. Bring my car back in one piece. That's a true friend. Now, a true friend deserves a true friend in return. So what I did, and I know it's a long story, but I'm gonna wrap this up right now. What I did, came back from Lawrence. I put gas, I filled up a tank, vacuumed out the interior, which wasn't like it was really dirty. Vacuumed out the interior, and I took it by the car wash.
Which I really appreciate that.
Becky called me like, "Nigga, what's up? You lost?"
I thought he was lost.
I'm like, "No, I'm not lost. I had a few things that I had to do." Becky's like, "What? What you have to do?" I was like, "Oh, I just washed the car and, put some gas in the tank." Like, "You didn't have to do that." I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of did." Because, like, Rebecca didn't have to let me use her brand new vehicle. But and in return, not only did I bring it back in one piece, I washed it, cleaned it, and put some gas in the tank as a way of saying thank you. And she let me stay at her house overnight until the morning. Thank God for you, nigga, because I sure would have had to wait on that 4 o'clock train. Oh, shit. Oh, God. I got to be at the train station 15 minutes.
Nigga, we sure was pushing it, boy. We was late playing with you.
Times mixed up. Who? Like, yeah.
Nigga, we was late playing with you. Like, I had to try to book it down there.
Nigga, I ran to that train. I made it with like 5 minutes to spare. Hey, I bought my ticket. Where's the train? Where you going? St. Louis. Trains down that way. Go up the stairs. On down around the corner.
Get that long walk.
Cool.
That long walk to get to the train. I forgot to tell you about
that. It wasn't that bad. Oh. And I bought a bag from kingdomofmail.com.
I gotta show the bag next time, man. That bag was beast.
Nigga, I gotta show y'all this bag real quick before we get out of here, man. This bag. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Right.
I am definitely getting that bag. I am getting
this my Kingdom of Mail, and Kente King travel bag.
Yep.
Comes with the straps, as you can see.
Well, dope.
The stitching and the handles is very nice. Thick, very thick leather. Not no cheap stuff. You know, you look inside, there's a little pocket in here. The Kente cloth. They got a Kente King bag. They got a Kente Queen bag. They got a whole bunch of them. And I was like, you know what? My trip would not be complete without this bag. Because like this bag is just sexy. Like I just want to carry that bag wherever I go. Because it's sexy. It just turns me on when I look at it. I'm like, oh, that bag look good. Where you get that? I like that. Where you get that at? You ain't never seen nothing like this before. This Kingdom of Mail. You don't know nothing about this. And I thought it wasn't going to come before I went out of town. And it did. And I'm like, yes. Because I love that bag. Like, I want more.
Yep, I'm getting my one.
Nigga, I'm
buying me one. And they on sale.
I just be walking around with the bag. Just be showing off like, oh, that's a nice bag. For real? Thank you.
Because how much you pay for your bag?
I think the bag was like $80, $80 and some change. Took about two ship over here from China.
That's what's up. They on sale too.
And I think they get them made probably like the same. Honestly, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be done. When supporting Black business, typically speaking, they get their products made in the same factories that Gucci, Louis, Prada, Tommy, Nike, whoever else. A lot of times they get their stuff made in the same factories with the same quality. Like I say, that bag for like $80 is actually to me kind of a steal. Because like there's not even a loose thread at all.
Not one.
And I mean, I looked over the bag. There's not a loose thread on any of the piping, any of the leather. Like the leather is high quality, good thick leather, like you would want like in your car, or like a good leather jacket. It's high quality. It's not cheap at all. And I think $80 is actually a good deal. Like I want one to be I want one to have for my gym bag. I want a couple of them. But
they got so many nice bags on their website though, man. And they on sale.
Oh, they on sale?
And they doing like you could do like extra discounts. Like you can put your email address in and get like another 10-20% discount. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I could get more shout outs, but I guess we'll say that for the next time. Because I did buy a print 80s rappers caricature from a good brother. Talk about the next time. He's actually got a YouTube channel. So
That's
I'm
what's up.
about to do is see if we can have him on the podcast and see if we can get him to talk about his artistry because I really like the artwork that he did. And it was something that he just came out with, like literally, like just came out with, started selling T-shirts, and I'm like, dude, that's nice, man. I need a print. He's like, well, I'm really not selling the prints right now. He's like, get you. I can go because like I checked his website. I was like, yo, where do I order? You know, where do I buy? You know, some people be like, oh yeah, I'm interested in. You be like, you're not ready to buy. I'm like, yo, where can I order? Where can I buy? Went to his website, didn't see the print. He's like, well, prints we really not selling right now. You know, we really trying to push T-shirts, and then we gonna drop the prints later on. He's like, but if you want the print, we could go ahead and do the transaction whenever you ready.
Mm-hmm.
Get it done right now. So that should be shipping out next couple days. Should
That's what's up.
I'm gonna get it framed and hung. And there's some other black artists too that I'm friends with on Facebook that I would like to buy their artwork, especially when I get to buy a new house. I would like to put a lot of their artwork into my new house. And
Mm-hmm.
but that'll be for later. Talking too much. I'm done. Social Conscious episode 40. I'm out. Rebecca.
Well, stay tuned for all the great things in 2019. Looking forward to all of that. Also, you can reach me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at LadyQ1502. Also, you can reach me on the YouTube. I do a couple videos here and there about all of the stuff that David cares less to hear about. See, I do think about my friends.
It's a lovely tea.
So,
It's a lovely tea.
so videos, same thing. YouTube, Lady Q1502, or my other YouTube page, Truth Hurts. And that is it for me.
Shout out to Yannick,
Yannick,
antagonist.
yeah, this
Shout
YouTube.
out to Mr. Wait, Hotep Metu Jalo.
Metu. Metu.
So
Wait.
he like you should have had on the guide. I'm like,
Metu,
bro,
no
we got
comment. Jalo.
yes, no comment.
I miss that brother. He is hilarious, dude.
And shoot, man, that's all we got. Let's get up out of here, Becky. We will see you guys next week, possibly. Are you working next Sunday?
Yep, on the next one, man.
Or do you work Sunday or no?
No, I don't work on Sunday. I don't work on Sundays.
All right. Well, let's shoot for next Sunday, Rebecca.
All right, then. Until then,
We probably have Metu on.
That's what's up.
So thanks for watching. Subscribe, share it, hit that bell. We ain't asking for no money like some YouTubers. Just listen, like, share it if you like it. And
we appreciate that, man.
Man.
Until next time, we'll be away.
The podcast will now be stripped away.